going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Classic Anniversary Fresh, which is moving into TBC. Mainly I want to answer a bunch of comments that I've been getting on my last few videos that I put out. I've had a lot of people asking me if it's too late to start. Is there a boost coming for TBC? Should we just wait and buy the boost, the Dark Portal Pass like last time? And I'm going to answer all those questions in this video. And I'm going to start by saying that I'm currently playing Anniversary. You know, I'm really just in TBC prep mode. I'm preparing all my characters for the Burning Crusade. It's my favorite expansion, as you probably all already know. I mentioned it in the past few videos. So I'm really excited for it. I'm playing Horde side on Night Slayer. But I am going to be also leveling an Alliance on Night Slayer on my other account, just because I love leveling an Alliance. 1 to 35 is peak Alliance, peak leveling in WoW in general, in my opinion, on Alliance side. On Horde side, you're really dealing with just a bunch of orange and just barren wasteland for 35 levels. Either way, I'm playing Horde, Night Slayer for TBC moving forward, and I'm going to be leveling an Alliance character. This guy's going to follow me now. Here we go. Just for fun. And to answer the questions of, is it too late to start? I don't think so at all, especially if your end goal is that you're going to be playing TBC. Zul'Gurub just came out, right? So you have Onyxia, you have your world bosses, you have Molten Core, you have BWL, you have ZG in terms of rating, and then you can go and rank if you want to as well. There's no decay with this new honor system, right? So you can, basically anyone can hit rank 14 if you just put the time in. There's no, you know, scheduling your place to be rank 14, pushing other people out of brackets. That doesn't exist anymore. You can just rank up every single week with no decay, as long as you meet a certain threshold, which there's weak auras and add-ons that'll help you with that. You know, your progress will be saved, and you will not reset back down to any further ranks. You could log out for 6 months, and whatever you were last is what you'll be when you log back in, right? So there's that. There's all the raids like I talked about. The pre-bis grind is still very much alive. There's tons of groups, especially for those later dungeons like BRD, Lower Blackrock, Upper Blackrock. Everyone's still doing the attunements for Molten Core, BWL on their alts. I think a lot of the people on these servers are enjoying it and playing it for vanilla, playing it for Anniversary, which is great, right? They're playing it, you know, to have that vanilla experience again. These are, you know, classic enthusiasts. They love it. And then a lot of other people, I would say maybe half of the server is playing it in preparation mode for TBC, right? So they're still leveling up all their characters. They're still doing all these things, running their pre-bis, you know, farming honor for the ranks. And, you know, some people want that rank 14 title moving into TBC. The gear, the gear that you get from rank 14 is really, really good. But if you're not playing vanilla, like if you're not going to be raiding AQ, Nax, and all that stuff, I don't really know if it's worth it, in my opinion, because when the TBC pre-patch hits, you're going to be able to farm that exact set of gear really quickly because, you know, the honor system changes moving forward into TBC. So you'll be able to go into TBC with basically Grand Marshal, High Warlord gear, you know, and it's fun doing the honor grind in pre-patch because all the classes are changed. It's just a lot more fun, right? But to answer the question of, is it too late to start playing on Anniversary? Absolutely not. I don't think so. The lower level zones still have some people leveling up and questing. Like the 1 to 35 it's kind of bare, but there are people there doing it. There's people running Dead Mines, Wailing Caverns, RFC. I'm leveling a Hunter currently Horde side, like I told you guys. And it really is not completely dead. It's a little bit more bare than it was when it was initially fresh, because most people are past level 30 at this point. There's a lot of dungeons going in the, you know, 40 plus bracket. But under that, it's definitely more bare than it normally would be. You'll still see some people out there leveling. You'll still, like I said, have people running those lower level dungeons. But most people are in TBC prep mode at this point. Now, does that mean they're not going to be making some more alts to level up to get ready for TBC? Absolutely not. They definitely will be. And when pre-patch hits, it really is going to take off, right? Everyone's going to be leveling their Alliance Shamans, you know, their Draenei's, and then you're going to have all the Blood Elf Paladins and any other Blood Elves that people want to be leveling. So pre-patch is going to be really good for leveling. Pre-patch also reduces the amount of experience you need to level to 60, which is really nice. So the 1 to 60 grind becomes a little bit quicker. So maybe some people might be waiting for that. But if you did want to start right now, it is absolutely not a waste of time. You know, there's 90K plus raid logs being recorded. That means 90,000 characters are logging raids. at level 60 in Anniversary currently, which is quite a lot, right? And that doesn't even include the people who aren't logging any raids and maybe they're just ranking, and then the people who are just leveling. So these servers are very, very populated. Over on Night Slayer, I think I was on layer 6 or 7 like 2 nights ago. So that's showing that there's a lot of people logged on. You know, at peak times, especially at nighttime. So if you've been on the fence about jumping in, or maybe you were just waiting till TBC, but you're getting bored, maybe you're getting that itch to level, like it's really not too late. Like you actually can go play. It's a fun experience if this is what you want, or you can wait till TBC pre-patch and level. But I do want to let you all know that there has not been a confirmed Dark Portal pass yet. So we don't know if we're getting the level 58 boost. You got to remember, they've made some changes with these Anniversary servers. They're not the same as they were back, you know, going from original Classic into TBC Classic, right? You know, we've seen them get rid of GDKPs. There's no GDKPs allowed on the Anniversary realms. They recently just got rid of gold swapping, meaning, you know, people were trading their gold on Cataclysm or Retail or Season of Discovery for gold on Anniversary, and vice versa. That is no longer allowed either. That is now against TOS, so make sure you keep that in mind. A lot of people have been getting banned for buying gold. A lot of people have been getting banned for other reasons as well. So it seems like they're really trying to be on top of, you know, the moderation of these Anniversary realms, which I think is a really good thing, right? Going forward, I think that's kind of what is needed. It's a shame that it wasn't done right from the beginning, but it is good going forward. It's good for the health of the server, especially moving into the Burning Crusade and onward, right? So a lot of good changes have been happening there. I mean, I'm sure you guys remember a couple of months ago with the consumable crisis that was going on Anniversary. I really wasn't playing on the server at that point in time, but I was following what was going on. Flasks were going for 500-600 gold. They've come down significantly in price because Blizzard implemented the Black Lotus fix that they put in originally in SOM. And SOD, so that's very helpful there. It seems like they're doing a lot to maintain these servers and keep them good, right? If you look at a server like Night Slayer, which is the PvP Anniversary server, there is a nice 50-50 balance, and there's a system in place that stops you from creating too much of one faction. So moving into TBC, it's not going to be like if you're, you know, I was on Benediction for Alliance and Faralina for Horde. It's not going to be like that this time around, right? You're not going to be just a completely Alliance PvP server and a completely Horde PvP server. We're going to be moving into TBC on a server that is 50-50, right? So that world PvP element is still a thing. It is still there. I'm level 31, 32 on my Hunter right now, my Orc Hunter. And I have been at war in Hillsbrad and in Thousand Needles. I've been fighting a lot of Alliance on my Hunter, actually really enjoying the leveling experience right now. Because it probably because it hasn't slowed down that much yet. I'm only in the low 30s. I know it really drastically is going to slow down as I approach that, you know, level 40 marker. But either way, I'm enjoying it right now. It's a good time to prepare your characters for Burning Crusade moving forward. It's a good time to prepare your professions, level any profession alts that you may want to have. It's like that is the mode that this server feels like it's in. But if you do want to play it, there are tons of raids going. I've been jumping in a ZG Pug every single reset so far since it came out on my Shaman, and I'm really enjoying that. It's just a fun raid to kind of jump in and blast through and get some quick, you know, catch-up gear and stuff like that. I haven't joined a guild or done any BWL or anything like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I might on my Hunter, but I don't know if I'm going to do that on the Shaman. The Shaman was made specifically for TBC, and same with the Hunter, but I enjoy Hunter and Vanilla a lot more than I do Shaman, right? But lately I've been getting the itch to kind of level an Alliance character, so I think on my other account, I am going to be leveling an Alliance character over on Night Slayer as well, just as kind of like a solo project. I don't know if I'll hit 60, I don't know how far I'll take it, I don't even know what I'm going to make, but I just want to do it for fun, and we've been doing it on stream every night, and it's been a blast. And by the way, I'm going to shamelessly plug my Twitch here, twitch.tv/hammerdance, link in the description. We stream Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we've been having a good time. We've been growing pretty rapidly over on Twitch. I think everyone's really been loving the Anniversary streams, and I was trying to figure out why this is, right? And this kind of, I guess, ties into why anyone here might want to be playing Anniversary or might be getting that itch. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I could go raid like the Scarlet Enclave in SOD, or I can go on Kata and jump into some raids and keep doing some mop prep. But for some reason, I get the most viewers and the most engagement on my videos and on my streams when I'm leveling in vanilla, right? Like, arguably, to most people, the most boring version of the game. But I think it's because it's just dynamic, right? You don't know what's going to happen every time. I'm just kind of questing. It's relaxing. And then all of a sudden I get into a war. You know, it's fun. It is. I'm having a good time with it. I'm glad that I decided to jump in. And I think that anyone else who is on the fence, this is a great time to jump in. It's very much alive. There's tons of shit going on. And it's perfect if you're ready and, you know, waiting for TBC. It's perfect to kind of prepare yourselves for that. Maybe you want 2 or 3 characters moving into TBC. You know, we still have at least 4 or 5 months left before we even get a TBC pre-patch. So there's plenty of time to just level up some characters and get all your stuff going, make some gold, maybe join a guild, maybe try and find a guild that's moving into TBC that you want to kind of see if you vibe with so that you can find a good spot and, you know, good home to raid moving forward. But yeah, it's absolutely not too late to answer all of those comments. It is you know, as good a time as any. There's plenty of time left on this server. Like I said, ZG just came out, which means that we have the AQ phase coming up next. I would imagine probably within the next 2 months. I'd say maybe mid to late July at the very latest. And then after that, we have Nax, right? The Nax Ramus phase. And then from there, it'll be TBC pre-patch, which I'm assuming is going to be sometime between mid-October and late November. But I could be wrong. They haven't confirmed any dates or anything yet, so don't, you know, this isn't set in stone. This is just speculation based on the way that the phases have been moving so far. Look at this. I'm going to die to this Harvest Golem because we're level 1 walking in Westfall, and you only get that in Classic. And I think that's actually the perfect way to end this video. Just a quick walk and talk today for you guys to answer those questions about is it too late to start. It's absolutely not. You too can make a level 1 Paladin to record a video and walk into Westfall and die to the first Harvest Golem you see. But anyways, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/hammerdance. Subscribe to the channel. That's all I've got for you guys today. So thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.